No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
We're the mail order made, you've ordered by parcel post. We come to you. Keep the one that you like best, and then return the rest. For any one of us will bring a thrill so new. We're all guaranteed romantic. Just try one out, neat stars above. And the bride that you get from a mail order house will come to you with kisses and love.
And now, on with the show.
Sunday Night MojiTzu. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Sorry for the late start. You know, I always go through this weird... I swear that there's like this invisible gremlin that hangs out in the studio here that the second my back is turned, it just like appears and messes everything up. So much to my horror, about 3 minutes before I was about to start, nothing in my cans. Is what it is. I think I got it right anyways. Les Paul tonight. Welcome everybody. Welcome my friends, coworkers, family. If you happen to be out there in the fold somewhere. All you special ones. Don't have too much to talk about tonight, but I did want to touch on some of the other things that I had been tapping on. Everything from gratitude to betrayal and things like that, and kind of how it all ties together for folks with the recovery issue. But before I do that, I want to take a point to let you know that this is brought to you by EDFM Electronics in Virginia. That's George, my buddy George, very talented man. You can't go wrong with his gear. And also Bill's Key Shop here in Madison, Wisconsin. If you happen to find yourself locked out, give old Joe a call. He'll be right there. Joe, the owner of Bill's Key Shop, also happens to be my concert buddy. I think we've seen something like, well, it's a lot. It's into the double digits of concerts. And I really wish I could tell you, the way we met was really interesting. He showed up to fix my car when I was in the parking lot of the hospital during a recovery meeting. So, and we just got to be friends. I'm sure some of you have noticed I'm playing the Les Paul. Recently got its first ding. I hate to say it. Belt buckle on my strap. I set it down. I hear this ding ding. I look over. Yeah, well, you can't win them all, right? So how's everybody doing? Have a good week? Did you things going good? Are you happy? Are you sad? Is life going in the direction that you wanted to go? I sure hope so. I think sometimes the universe has plans for us and we're perpetually uncomfortable, I think. We're always the last to find out like what the big plan is. I guess it's all a part of the adventure. So, speaking of adventure, Zumi is kind of taking off, which is, I tell you, she starts raking in thousands of views and stuff like that. You get emails and things, and I joke around and say, I wish I could be half as popular as my cat. Crazy kitty she is. Lovable. For those of you who have lost your pets, I'm really sorry. I've been seeing a lot of that on Facebook. I know how hard that is. I know that when Frida the cat died, I was just devastated by what was going on there. And I think it was the first time I just, without any regard to anyone else in the house, I just went out and made sure I was getting a cat. Which, ironically, I'm gone so much that now Julie gets the luxury of the close-knit relationship with the cat, which is kind of nice. So, if I tell you, Frida the cat, that whole thing changed my life. The way that a story that's in my book, which I'm hoping if things go well graphically, I can finish up this artwork and stuff that by mid-December, before Christmas. It's called The Hug. I'm really proud of it. I took on such a huge undertaking when I did it without any real thought as to what I was taking on. You think that it's as simple as writing down some words and having a book, but believe it or not, just like a record or a movie or anything else, there's a science behind it. And first thing I need to do is what I called hire a translator, which is take everything from my journals and put them into more of a story format. When you journal, for those of you who journal, I think we can all agree that after a few years of it, your pen takes on its own voice. You know what you're saying. You know the backlog to all the stories. So when you write things down in your journal, you kind of have the benefit of knowing. So I had to kind of fill in a lot of blanks. And a lot of interesting things happened throughout that whole process that really just kind of opened my eyes. And I know that sometimes I'm kind of hard on other people in my life with the things that from my past, like family and things like that. But it's what I remember. It's what I went through. It's what I dealt with at the time. That's what I'm still dealing with today. So whilst I don't know any of them today, I don't think that they're bad people or anything like that. I don't know them, so I don't have an opinion one way or the other. But when you sit down and you write a book about, I think for me that what I was trying to explain was how does a person go from A to B. When I was a kid, I was actually kicked out of bands because I made them uncomfortable. I wouldn't smoke pot. And I think I was 26 when that was the first time I had tried it. And I agree, for me, it was a gateway drug. It gatewayed my ass right out of them withdrawals I was having. And that was the first time that I had kind of experienced such harsh things. And, that was the path. So I started at roughly around 19. So around 26, you can tell there was a progression that was going on. But you learn a lot when you start writing. Most importantly, you realize how harsh you have been on yourself and others. You start to piece together this bigger story. And this guitar kind of plays into it, so I'll share the little story. I had a guitar that my mom helped me get when after I had instruments stolen, as in plural. Real, if you've ever been through that, it's a truly devastating thing to go through. And I still, for one of the instruments, I still constantly look, and so my mom had helped me. And when the crash and burn, as I call, happened, and I had to go in to get some help, that required that shit, what's that called? Money. So, I pawned my guitar. Some of you probably have seen me in concert with it. It's the white one that had the shark fin, as I call it. And I still miss it. I missed it by a day. And that story haunted me. It haunted me after my mom died. I felt so terrible, so guilty. Years passed, because that was back in 2014, 2015 when it happened. So years had passed, and I just felt horrible. It felt like I had let my mom down. I had to make it right. And my mom, she was always asking, I mean, no joke, probably 200 times that lady had asked me, hey Raj, how come you don't play Gibson? I always had an answer. I really just a Fender guy. Mom, why wreck perfection? But moms are always right. I think, especially as a mama's boy, we can all admit that. I never could put a thing past my mom while I'm talking about it. But it rang through. And when I decided that I was going to do something about how I felt, which was a big part of taking back, things that you lose in the fire when you go through things like recovery. And I tell you, I can always tell when someone is either lying about what they went through, with their withdrawals, or they're trying to make it worse than it was, because the most accurate way that I've ever heard it, and I now adopt that is that you can die from alcohol withdrawals. I mean, the strain can be so bad it can. In fact, I witnessed an alcoholic withdrawal seizure within the first half hour, 40 minutes in rehab. I still remember. But opioid withdrawals makes you wish you were dead. So I went through all that stuff. I've never forgotten it, and it was such a terrible thing that taking back what you can is such a powerful tool in how you forgive yourself and how you get past things. And so I decided that during COVID, when nothing was available, nothing was shipping, I get this bright idea that I'm going to make it right. And so I went through a lot of trouble, and this arrived. And to give you an idea how much that meant, the guilt instantly left my shoulders. I felt immediately better. And then I started to realize what I probably knew all along, was that mom is always right. I sure do enjoy the Les Paul, and got lots of nice compliments on it. Named it Jules. And I think that when you go through life and the things that you have, and you can just have an idea about what's good and what's bad for you or for other people. You decide for them, in your head. And if people don't meet that, then you lash out, or whatever the thing may be with people and the way that we behave. And in the end, we have the ability to make that right in our head. And my mom, I think the most interesting thing about my mom, and that she didn't really know music the way that I do, because I went to a different place with it. I went into the public spectrum. My mom was a concert kind of style classical pianist at home, fabulous. And, we shared that connection. So it was a big deal when she helped me out at that time, and that I just felt like a total piece of trash. So you got to do sometimes what you got to do to make it right. I didn't think I'd even enjoy it, like it, or let alone play it, but I'm finding myself that I just truly enjoy it. It was still in tune when I pulled it out of the case. It's the only instrument I've ever owned where when I'm done, it goes back in the case because I don't want it to fall and do the classic break the headphone or the headstock. So I'm going to shut my big trap, play a couple songs. Well, that sounds good. My monitors are still giving me guff, so if it sounds bad, folks, I'll just do another one in the week. Oh, speaking of which, Mojitsu Journeys, I'm not sure where we're going to go this week. I'm trying to make it so one's in the middle of the week, but I'm trying to keep that one for the late night folks, so who are maybe hanging out their house, enjoying music and a cocktail or whatever it is that they do. That's what that's for, the headphone, the Journeys. I did enjoy the train ride. There's, I think, another 6 hours I can go through of different locations all around the world. And Alaska is one that I want to do. Ireland, so I'll make a decision tonight or tomorrow and probably make an announcement coming up. So for those of you who have been sending emails, thank you so much. I truly appreciate all the support and love. I really didn't dive into this whole thing with a whole lot of planning. I have ideas and goals that I'm certainly working towards. But I was just kind of trying out the audio stuff. I didn't think that I was going to stick it out and keep doing it. That really wasn't going to be until October. So when I would be a year and 3/4 behind instead of a year and a half. Okay, so trouble always follows me. Trouble, baby. Trouble, baby. Always follows me. know, it's funny, as I get through all this audio stuff, monitor going out in 1 ear. I don't know what happened. That grumbling guy, if I ever get my hands on him, I'll tell you. All right, I think I got 1 or 2 more of me left, yes. You know what? Maybe one time, I don't know. Maybe one time, maybe I do. Sometimes I think we win, but mostly we just lose. I don't know. I don't know. That's how it goes. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. Maybe now you have it, but soon you won't. I don't know. I don't know. That's just how it goes. Looking up at the sky, I try to decide where we'll go. Maybe I should this time. I don't know. I don't know. That's how it goes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Easy come, easy go. Maybe now you have it, but soon you won't. I don't know. I don't know. That's how it goes. All right, one more, and then I'm out of here, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me, by the way. And this is by request, I think. rolling and a tumbling all night long. Rolling and a tumbling, rolling and a tumbling all night long. Rolling and tumbling. Rolling Stone, yeah. Rolling Stone gathers no more. Rolling Stone, rolling, gathers no more. You gotta pay love costs now if you're gonna be a boss. Nothing known. One day you'll be gone. One day soon, yeah. One day soon, I'll be gone. Rolling and tumbling instead of rolling down all night long. Rolling and a tumbling, be rolling all night long. Rolling and a tumbling, be rolling all night long. Rolling and tumbling, be rolling on and on. Man, tell you, them gremlins. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it. Thanks for hanging out with me on this mellow night. Believe it or not, I rolled in at the last minute. In fact, I've been doing that on Sunday nights. It makes it hard because of what I do for a living. I want to stay out and keep at it, especially on weekends, but it is what it is. I don't know if you guys have had the Sprecher in a can. It ain't too bad. I'm not... It certainly isn't cotton candy, but I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to start it. I'll save that for next week. How's that? I'm running out of time. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Remember, take care of each other out there. We're all that we have. And help out others when you can. Remember to forgive yourself and forgive others and not judge them on the best or the worst days that they've had. Do your best. That's all anybody can ask of you. And most of all, folks, remember to have my love with you wherever you go, because I love you. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I mean that. You have no idea how much it touches my heart. And as we get through all these audio troubles, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm getting there. Trust me. Working on it. And I will see you guys at MojiTzu Journeys on Friday, 10 p.m. Remember, headphones, get your vibe on, and let's go for a travel. See you guys next week. Bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.